Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Heroes International day number 2. My name is Bahamut, and on the left-hand side, we have the members of Diamond Hands. Over on the right is going to be 5 shots of copium, and we are here, ready to go into map number 1 in our second elimination matchup of the day. Winner of this series goes on through the lower bracket. Loser will be going home. Don't worry. I'm totally not looking for Froggy Butt. Froggy Butt doesn't exist. I'm sorry, chat. I did look. I think I actually have all of the major Froggy emotes in the Twitch stream. So let's talk about this. So hard to choose between pet and bet. Well, if you win the bet, you can probably get double pets. You ever think about that? Okay. Sorry, I was pre-writing the prediction, so that's all set and ready to go. All right, we're into Tomb of the Spider Queen, map number 1 in this series. Joanna, Vala banned out. We've got an NA versus EU matchup, first one of the day as well. We've already had one team eliminated from the game today. I'm going to keep it a little general as we are in the series, and if anyone's watching back the VOD so they don't get spoiled. But if I lose, who pets you? I don't know. Strangers on the street? I don't know where you live, what country, so don't know. Vala Lucio ban, Joanna what ban? What are they looking to get rid of here? Brightwing could be the option if they don't want to deal with a Brightwing. Yeah. Not too surprised by that. Okay. Pretty good draft so far, though. I do like the bans that we do see, but what's the kickoff here for the side of 5 shots of copium? What's their heavy prioritization at the start of the draft? Are we going to be looking at a Blaze? Are we going to be looking at a Blaze? Alrighty, I like it. A lot of Blaze in the meta, a lot of Diablo, a lot of Diablo on these maps, and we'll see what the members of Diamond Hands go for. Diamond Hands, they played a lot of Joanna yesterday. Unfortunately, not to a win. So you know, that's why we're here in the lower bracket. Going outside, I love going outside. How is it that every match so far is like 2-0s or 3-0s? No matches going deep into the map pool yet? I don't know, Dad. I don't know. You know, it'd be crazy if the entire weekend is just 2-0, 3-0s. I mean, it'd be sad for sure, but it's definitely a possibility. We haven't had a series break out of a 2-0, 3-0 yet. Spoilers. Alrighty, Diablo and Chromie. That's a very mean composition to start things out, and realistically, they can go in any direction. I would expect this to be some sort of like Anduin ban, or maybe a support ban in general. Stukov could be a ban as well if they don't plan to grab it on the side of Diamond Hands. Heavy does have a very good Stukov, and this would be first pick priority after this ban phase for the side of Diamond Hands. So if they're looking at the Stukov for their own composition, they're going to look for a hammer ban. And actually, that makes a lot of sense. This is a very good hammer composition that's already been built out by 5 shots of copium. The games have been a lot closer than that, but the results just kind of always follow the same side. Yeah, that's fair. There have been some decently close games, but there's also been some games that are like, holy hell, this is seemingly one-sided. A new Brack ban, getting rid of the main tank, so Hebby still could potentially go for Stukov if he wants that for his team. Anduin's available if Hebby gets thrown onto that. Decker Kane is something we have seen Hebby playing as well. We saw it yesterday. Thank you all for the follows as well. Much appreciated the support. Might have to go fishing for some primes very, very soon. It's seemingly, you know, it's not a lot of fish today in the ocean that is Twitch chat. This will be, though, Leoric and Stukov. So there's the Stukov. I love seeing Hebby on Stukov. He's such an amazing Stukov player. I just like watching Hebby in general. When he sleeps, when he's eating, when he's playing Here's the Storm. He's just a good person to watch through and through. On the right-hand side, though, we will have our next 2 pickups for the side of 5 shots of copium. What else do they grab here? Anduin, as I mentioned, is actually, Anduin's really good because it pulls people out of the Leoric and Tomb. Mouth Tracer. Okay. That's very, very mean on top of the burst ability from the composition that's been built by 5 shots of copium. Personally, without seeing the last pick from Diamond Hands, I'm very much leaning into 5 shots of copium, but this last pick could be what upends everything Double support composition, hypercarry Sylvanas. We'll see. I'm 50-50 on the Diamond Hands composition. Like, in whether I believe or, like, whether I think it's going to win or lose. I'm more so, I very much believe in this composition. This composition brings the pain. Hardcore from the brain. Let's go inside my astral plane. Oh, all right. Well, let me go ahead and just press the button. You can get your gambles in, ladies and gentlemen. Which team will win Tomb of the Spider Queen? Oh, thank the gods I don't want to look at Hammer today. Not yet, at least, Shy. Not yet, at least. You still got a solid amount of time to get your gambles in on which team will win. You got some Diamond Hand believers. Any EU believers out there for 5 shots of Copium? We shall see. On the right-hand side for 5 shots of Copium, we're going to be seeing Simply DK on the Diablo, Casper to be playing the Blaze, Gafflo on the Tracer, Vi, is this what I'm going to say? Vi on the Malfurion, and Nano on the Chromie. Over on the left-hand side, we've got the members of Diamond Hands. We will be seeing Yeah Boy on the Leoric, Heavy on the Stukov Hooten. We've got Caesar Sal playing a main tank Uther, Nintori on the Urel, and Maka to play the Sylvanas. I had said this yesterday, and I still hold to this truth. I think Maka is a very, very strong Sylvanas player. A very, very talented mechanically. And in just general, I couldn't think of another term. But either way, it's a mechanically savvy player. Definitely really enjoy the way Maka plays the Sylvanas. We'll see if I'm going to cast or curse him at the start. Doesn't look like it, but I don't know. Keep your eye on her. See how he plays the Sylvanas. But we will have Leoric. Ooh, are we gonna see the changeup? So there's a meta. There's 2 ways to play Tomb. The standard way, which is like 99% of the games, your core 4 rotates top mid. There's this like small, infinitesimal almost, not infinitesimal, but a small amount of players who will randomly change up the meta, and they'll core 4 bottom lane and use a strong solo laner to double soak mid top. And then they just hard push bottom, getting siege camp after siege camp. Now this looks like kind of like an amalgamation. I think that's the right word. Kind of looks like a mixture of those 2 concepts together, where it's Leoric doing top to mid, but also the core 4 doing bottom to mid, meeting Leoric in mid for a little bit of assistance. But we'll see if things change up. But I do really like, because I was curious as to what Diamond Hands was doing with this draft, because they had drafted the Urel so early, then the Leoric, of course the last pick Uther, and it's like, well, this is a very, very sustaining frontline controlling composition with Maka's, really got to do a lot here for the allies, and it makes sense the way that they drafted for the way that they could play this map. So we'll see if this is going to be the meta shift change. Yeah, boy is going to be able to soak up that mid, and this is what I'm talking about. The kind of top to mid, bottom to mid meetup from these 2 teams. Really like how Diamond Hands is shaking up the playstyle of Tomb of the Spider Queen, because typically, as I mentioned, you start the game and it's like, oh boy, core 4, top mid. Oh, the solo laner. Maybe there's a rotation from a Genji or a Greymane, or someone goes down there to grab the camp or help out or something. So it's just a little bit of spice, a little pizzazz here on Tomb of the Spider Queen in map number 1 in our second best of 5 of the day in the lower bracket here in the Heroes International day number 2. No, Laxman. Nope. Yesterday, people were trying to give me pronunciation tips on the Malfurion player, and they were very, very off phonetically. So I'm done. Nope. I don't want your help. I don't want your help, chat. You're a bunch of heckin' liars. I don't believe in any of you. What's up, Zan? How you doing, bud? Spectral Leech on to DK. No, not Spectral Leech. I did it again. Drain Hope. Spectral Leech just sounds good. To be fair, he's Finnish. What did he finish though, Fish? Got him. Wrecked him. I bet if I put it into Google Translate, there'd be a pronunciation for it. I'm willing to bet. That's what I do for a lot of the Heroes Lounge casting. When I can't figure out a name, When I can't figure out a name of a team, I just put it into Google and hope it gives me the answer. Ooh, yeah, boy, getting real low right there. DK comes in with the Shadow Charge. That's going to be a root as well from Malfurion. Sleep onto Maka. We have the Drain Hope on Simply DK. See, I got it that time there, chat. I see your finish and raise you, my Irish friend. What? The pronunciation of Google. See, I told you. I don't trust Twitch chat anymore. I don't believe in any of you. Yesterday, people were saying Fan was gonna play. Okay, no, I'm done. I'm done flaming chat. Really cool. All right, so the kind of adaptation we saw from Diamond Hands from the Core 4 bottom simply has not worked out. So it looks like Maka and the rest will kind of go back into the standardized rotations. Slow from Leoric, Drain Hope applied to DK, stun from Uther. But I feel like this is just pressure applied. Righteous Hammer from Yrel. Gonna take a look at some of those damage numbers. We're killless so far in the game. Chromie has doubled Sylvanas' damage. Doubled. Sylvanas is at 9.1k, his Chromie's at 18,000. No kills, but still, a lot of poke damage, which needs to be healed up. Granted, we're in a double support situation, so it doesn't seem like it should be too bad of a situation between Caesar Salad and Heavy. Pulse Bomb thrown into the location where Mako was going to be. Still gets hit by it, not on the initial connection point. Splitting sounds with text is never as effective as you try to make it. Yes, because everyone reads and pronounces phonetics differently. Especially when you have different languages with different syllables and pronunciations. Maka trying to avoid. That's going to be Temporal Loop. Is there a cleanse? Is there anything? Nope. Temporal Loop sets up the kill. We also have Adhoral Anomaly for the Chromie. So it's also going to be multiple time traps. I know multiple linguists that would disagree. I mean, take it from me. I was raised by two people who escaped communism and know multiple languages. And trust me, they say words in the English language and I'm like, oh, that's not the pronunciation, Mom and Dad. So, as someone who grew up around a lot of languages, also there's that factor too. Because your base language also gives you a little, like, is your basis for pronunciation. So my phonetics would be a different phonetics for someone whose English is a second language. Because if their base is Spanish, then that's their base to their English language as well. So they look at phonetics differently than I would. Human brains are very interesting. It's like when I teach kids snowboarding. If I have a class of 8 kids, I don't teach them all the same. Every kid's gonna learn differently than another one. Some kids want to be challenged. Some kids need to be has to have everything explained in detailed terms. Some kids need to see it. Some kids need to see and then try it themselves. Some kids need to sit there and watch you do the maneuver and think about it. There's multiple ways to learn, multiple ways to understand things. It's not like math where it's very binary in the sense of like, okay, 1 + 1 = 2. Which of course I'm sure there's someone in chat will like, well actually, 1 + 1 can equal 3. There was a guy in architecture school who was so up his own ass that he used to have a whole thing. He had a lecture series about, he's like, 1 + 1 = 3, and that's what he would call it, and it was all about like thinking outside the box, and I'm like, this is just dumb. So yeah. Like, I mean, like, look, the word buoyancy. My mom says buoyancy. It's just, you know, it's just the way that she phonetically looks at it and pronounces it. There's a lot of words like that. Venturi jumps in through mid lane. The members of Diamond Hands doing A-okay here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. I gotta say, when it comes to maps to kind of just sit and ramble about nothing, Tomb is a pretty good map for that because it's kind of like a slow start, a hyper mid game, and then like it's either a slow late game or it's super fast late game. Like, that's the only part that's kind of out of the... That's the only, like, unknown factor for Tomb, I feel. Is it just, this is the point where the game either keeps ramping up or there's going to be a point where, like, there's a wall hit between the two teams where no one can get turn-in, no one can get camps, no one wants to step into the other side of the map. But we still have structures up. Things are still looking good. Turn-in availability for a second Web Weaver for either side is available. 84 on the side of Diamond Hand, 64 on the 65 on the side of 5 Shots of Copium. 13 talent tier. First hit by the side of Diamond Hands, but I don't think they've got a big enough window to realistically pressure with that talent tier advantage. I think this is just going to be enough time for 5 Shots of Copium to lane here, though Casper gets the jet propulsion away, and Tori, he's got enough for the entirety of the turn in here, but doesn't look like the members of 5 Shots of Copium are going to let that happen. That's going to be Diablo coming in with the Shadow Charge. Wraith walk out from Yeah Boy! Temporal Loop, cleanse, and he's fine. I still remember the time you translated Granite Team Comps for Grubby. That was clutch. Do you want to know the honest factor of that? It's just context clues. Like, when Grubby asked me how I knew, it is all context clues. I grew up in a household with people speaking Hungarian, Romanian, French, Italian, German, and there's all these different languages, and so, like, I don't know any of these languages, but you can pick up on small context clues. When they talk about specific names, they obviously don't say the name in a different language. There's little things you can pick up here and there on the positioning and what they're talking about and where they are, and they do use some terms like mid, or they'll say a player's name, so you can kind of guess a little bit at what they're talking about. And I would very much venture a guess that if you were to ask a Granite player, or someone who actually knew the language, I was probably not far off from what they were saying. I'll toot my own horn. I'm pretty good at context clues within languages. Because it's been around my entire life. Entomb from Yeah Boy does not connect, so No Boy does not land the Entomb. 1-1 in the kill still. Half a level lead to the side of Diamond Hands, as their second Web Weaver phase has descended. Bottom lane already cleared out. Notori pressuring Gaflo in the top lane. Doesn't look like this Web Weaver will take down any major structure. Mid lane still being pushed in. That's a mind control into Diablo. 24 stacks on him. Excuse me, 24 gems on him. He's got 100 souls. Post level 10 as well, so he's got the reduced amount of necessary souls. Or excuse me, the reduced amount of consumed souls from death. Hey, Hazel recall a documentary where they explained that people think differently based on languages they know. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Serenos, you're absolutely correct on that. As I said, your base language is a lot for how you understand and listen and even kind of like pick up context clues and stuff like that. Even culturally, there's things that people do that. So, like, my dad worked in automotive, and there was one time he went to, I think he said he went to India, and he was training a bunch of new employees at the plant in India or whatever like that. And so he explained something, and of the group, they to my dad, it looked like they were shaking their, like, he'd say, like, okay, do you guys understand? And so they were shaking their head from side to side. But I guess in the Indian culture, they weren't actually doing that. In the Indian culture, if you kind of like drop your chin towards your chest and then you kind of like a rolling action, like kind of like a no, that signifies or signals that you are understanding what someone's saying to you. Kind of like active listening. My dad didn't know that, so he explained the same thing to them like 4 times. And at the end, he's like, I just don't know how else to explain it. And some guy was like, you realize that we're telling you we understand what you're saying. So even then, like, there's all these little cultural things as well. Temporal loop onto Yeah Boy. Cleanse from the Uther, and that will be no pull onto the Leorc, but we do still have the Web Weavers descending into lane. I once saw a Twitch documentary when no one knew how to pronounce Vaikus. Oh, it's a weird documentary on Twitch. 16s apiece in our levels. We can take a look at those. Hopefully, when we swap back over out of the stats, we will have the top lane Web Weaver cleared out. Maka getting a little bit low on the Sylvanas. No idea, Mr. Big. Or Dr. Big. I don't know why I keep saying Mr. instead of Doctor. It's really rude of me. Unless you're not a doctor, then I don't feel bad. Shadow Charge in on Diablo. The target is going to be a Uther. No, that was Leorc, actually. He got the Divine Shield. Caesar Sal getting very low on the Uther. He will go down, providing some ghost healing. Mind Control from the Sylvanas will connect onto Diablo. DK trying to back away, does get inside of the bunker. Ardent Defender from Nintori trying to make a play here. Righteous Hammer onto Diablo. His souls will be consumed. 25 out of the 100 that he does have. Now, I want to point out, both teams have enough for their third turn-in. You're an MD. Well, thank you for your hard work, and thank you for keeping people safe. I grew up being told they, them is only for plural. Oh, really? I never heard that, but English has a bunch of made-up rules. I've had English teachers tell me something in middle school, and then I get to high school, and it's like, no, that English teacher's wrong. And then I get to college, and then they're like, no, all those English teachers are wrong. And then I get out of college, and I have a friend who has a degree, and they're like, all those people are wrong, too. And then they'll be like, I'm wrong as well. The English language is bullshit, all right? I will not die on that hill. The English language is dumb. They make up rules, and they break those rules. What is it, like there's the I before E except after C? That rule doesn't always apply, actually. There's a bunch of stuff like that within the English language, and it's just like, Arkansas versus Kansas. That's always a fun one. Nintori's gonna back out of mid lane. Man, we are off topic today. That's whatever. We got the 2 Drain Hope talents. That's Nintori gonna get hit with the Temporal Loop Divine Shield from Uther. Wow, 90-second cooldown to make sure Nintori does not get pulled out there. Interesting. I guess Cleanse was on cooldown? Hey, what's up, Vita? As an English person, I'm sorry. Thank you for apologizing. Exactly, Fish. Someone once said it perfectly, like, the English language is 3 different languages in a trench coat. I think that's what someone in Twitch chat said, like, a month or so ago, and we had the exact same conversation. I was always told you'd never start or end a sentence with a preposition. I was always told that in middle school. You never start or end a sentence with a preposition. Anyways, 20 talent here for Diamond Hands. They are seemingly in the driver's seat here of Tomb of the Spider Queen map number 1. But why? I don't know. I was in the 6th grade. I grew up in. I went to Detroit public schools, so I went to Catholic school in middle school and high school, and I learned so much more in the first week than I did in 5 years of elementary. And I remember, like, learning all these English rules and everything and being like, wow, these people are smart. I just learned about volcanoes every year in elementary school and public schools. Never use never in rules. Huh? Wait, what? Kansas and Arkansas are kind of interesting because they come from the same Indian word, but Kansas will be English and Arkansas versus French. I always like the meme where it's just like, if it's Kansas, why is it not Arkansas? realistically, like, why? If it's Kansas, why not Arkansas? Like, shouldn't it just be Arkansas? Anyways, 2 apiece. We have to keep going down through mid from Diamond Hams. Get your hams in chat. That's going to be a DIY Buried Alive. We do have the mind control on the DK, who's going to try and back away. Massive shove from Heavy. He's going to hoot through the map. NA winning. All war. Don't jinx them. They're going to throw it. Can you steam Diamond Hams? Depends on the amount of pressure you can apply. What's up, Ektar? How you doing, bud? Everybody needs it. You know, honestly, after this game, I'm going to run to the kitchen and grab my other cup of tea, because I'm going to need it too. Ooh, it's a long day. So, let's see. 20s. Get stuff. Do we have the recall or the... oh, I said DIY Buried Alive. I actually didn't think he took Buried Alive at level 20, and that's my bad. I missed that talent completely earlier. Either way, Tracer does go down. Fantastic Buried Alive does lock her in place. Casper getting very low. That's going to be Casper becoming a ghost. Temporal Loop onto Caesar Salad does not give a crap. Top lane boss plus Webweaver has descended. This is going to be the final siege potential. Actually, the Webweaver's on the opposing side. My apologies. Misread the Webweaver summon on that one right there, but it doesn't matter. Boss, extremely healthy. He's going to start tanking through this shielding. That will be Nintori getting in the backline, trying to pressure Nano. Ardent Defender will be used. Caesar Salad is going to be healing up as Leoric does get the kill on Diablo somehow, some way. We do have the boss taking down Core, and the members of Diamond Hands, they're establishing dominance. They really want to kind of set precedence in this best of 5 that, hey, we're NA and we're here to stay. Mess with the diamond, get the hams. What flavor tea? It is English tea time. It's a black tea. Not English breakfast. It is different. It's English tea time. Choose outcome. Diamond Hams did win game number 1. Diamond Hams. All right. I'm going to go grab my tea so I can continue being off topic. BRB. Hey, we're number 1 in something, and that's getting knocked out of the tournament first. Am I right? Good boy. All right, I'm back. I'm back from outer space. So by the way, I went to go get a cup of tea out of the kitchen, and there was a mama bear and her cub in the front yard. So I opened up the window to yell to my neighbor who was working on his boat that they were there, and then of course the bears jumped into the tree immediately. So it was cute. It was very, very cute. But yeah, there's a mama bear and a cub in the front yard eating berries and shit. Tell Bandit he's perfect. Mr. Bandit, you are absolutely perfect. While we're waiting for the lobby, let's go ahead and remind everyone that fishing exists. Did you know that if you have Amazon Prime, you've got Prime Gaming, and you can use your Prime Gaming here at twitch.tv/Bahamut Gaming, get yourself some amazing emotes, get yourself some ad-free viewing, and you can support Bandit. Who doesn't like supporting Bandit? It doesn't hurt to go fishing from time to time. Maybe some people forget that they have Amazon Prime, and they're like, I could use it here. I love this channel. There's my spiel. I mean, there are berries out there, yeah. I was watching a stream on my TV, but my Fire Stick has decided it doesn't like having an internet connection. Excuse me. Kalis, mine does that all the time. My Amazon Fire Stick it's like watching Twitch. Like, I feel like every other week I have to restart the Fire Stick. Maybe even every week I feel like I have to restart the Fire Stick to get it working again. Like, I'll open up a stream that is obviously live, and they're like, nope, stream's not live. And it's like, but what? That was the first series today. I was late. Quick, I think is the best way to put that. What is a Fire Stick? Amazon has their Fire Stick. It's like a little streaming stick that you plug into the back of your TV. You can stream like Hulu, Netflix, all that stuff. But since it's Amazon, they have a dedicated Twitch app, so it works out. And the Twitch app on the TV is garbage, exactly, yeah. You never had that before? Oh, dude, mine's like, Twitch, it's been slowly just getting worse and worse, I feel like. You don't have it here? You don't have Amazon Fire Stick? Really? I feel like it's a universal product for them. Let's see. We're good on ads. That's really interesting. Yeah, it's just like a little like stick that you plug into the back of your TV via. You can get it anywhere. That's why I'm so confused, Ninja. I'm so confused because it just literally plugs into the HDMI port on the back of your TV. I'm very confused by this. I'm like, I did a quick Google. It's like, where can I not get a Fire Stick? And it's like Fire Sticks are available anywhere. Yeah, all you need is it literally plugs into the back of your TV. It's just a streaming device. Mine is provided with TV services. I think we're talking about two different things, God of Twinkies. I think we're talking about two different things here, God of Twinkies. It's like having a phone. Wait, you guys have phones? I think we're talking about two different things here, because you're talking about like internet packages and stuff like that. Yeah, like it's like a little streaming box, like a Roku or a Chromecast. Thank you, Uther. Who won the first game? I literally just realized I didn't update the score. Thank you, Day. I was just about to hit the button just as you were saying that. So Sylvanas, there you go. I don't know about all of you. You actually AFK'd. You asked at the perfect time. You asked at the actual perfect time. By the way, I don't know if anyone was watching Sylvanas, but hey, they get a respect ban. Oh, dude, Heavy played so good. Heavy played his Stukov. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually. Ooh, I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if we actually saw a Stukov ban. Try and get rid of Heavy Stukov over here, but that's not the case. So we'll have a Hogger, and what else do they not want to play against? The Diablo was pretty strong, Blaze was pretty good, Chromie was kind of annoying. I think all of those could be viable for this map. Sorry, I moved one of the, like, the scented wall plug things in the house, and I think I got some on my hands because it's all I can smell right now. It's so pungent when you put in one of those, room smell good thingies. I can't think of the right word. Febreze air things. Less chokes on this map, right? There's still, like, you still have the little shrine areas. Those are pretty good for Chromie. Temporal Loop, you still have the rotation from top to mid. That's kind of like a little bit of a, it's a little, some corridors in there as well. Same thing mid to bottom. I think, yeah, there's a lot of really good choke points here, specifically for Chromie's, Diablos, Hanzo's as well, if they want to go for scatter arrow stuff. So it's actually a very, very good map for all of those heroes that like those corridors, those choke points, if you will. But a Dahaka Brightwing will kick things off here with the double support, or the double global. Moisture Hunter, thank you for the tier 1 for 20 months. Thank you for the first sub of the stream today.
To the end of the world. Subscribed.
Hello, Baha. Glad to see you casting this tournament.
Tournament! That was really weird of the reader to say like that. But Moisture Hunter, thank you for the tier 1 for 20 months. Thank you for the kind words. That is a raffle ticket in for you. Hey, where's Shy? Shy's gonna be happy about this. Chromie, Sergeant, Hammer, Blaze. So we have a Protect the Hammer tournament, yeah. We have a Protect the Hammer composition. So what do we need to draft on the side of Diamond Hands to be able to get to Hammer? Things like Medivh are always great to be able to kind of get into the, portal in next to the Hammer, lock her in place with some sort of hard CC. So maybe we could see, we could actually, well, maybe not even Medivh. I don't know why I'm such on a Medivh kick today. But either way, like something to just get into the back line, and then maybe even like polymorph the Sergeant Hammer with Brightwing, drag. You could actually go for like a drag polymorph setup with the Dahaka Brightwing, but then you need some good burst into it. Genji Ming, yeah, Genji Ming is not a bad idea whatsoever. I'm curious to see if anyone's going to grab it. I know in the past, Yeah Boy has played a lot of Falstead. We will see the Hanzo taken out. That's another good hero to kind of poke slowly and surely at a Sergeant Hammer. 5 shots of Copian as an artillery comp? Quite literally, yes. Quite literally, yes. They're shelling out here. Let's see. I'm skimming through bans. So Falstead's still up if they want to go triple global. Gust is a good tool as well. Yeah Boy does play a very good Falstead. We'll see the Muradin, and there's the Genji. Double reset composition with the Li Ming is still possible, though it does feel like the side of Diamond Hands is a little bit on the lacking side of wave clear in their core composition. Dahaka as a solo laner is absolutely fine. Brightwing's got the Arcane Flare. Muradin's got okayish wave clear. Genji really not there. So like Li Ming could still be good. You can angle the Arcane Orbs, kind of splash through the minion wave. We'll see what they actually go for though. There's an Ana. We haven't seen an Ana for a while, and there's the Diablo once again for DK. Alrighty, let me go ahead and start writing out the prediction because we will be having our last pick here in a second. So let's go ahead and say which team wins Dragonshire, and we'll get our prediction in once the last pick comes through. Stitches is open. Stitches is open. Don't know if they're going to play that, though. Oh, you're probably talking... I'm not a big fan of this. Like, it can work, but I would have rather seen a Falstead, a Li Ming, something to dive with the Genji, like a Greymane even. Sustain auto attack dealer would have been good, like Lunara could have been good. Cassie with some blinds could have been strong. Ball lightning onto a lot of targets would have been good. So I'm not 100% on the Zagara, but you know what? I'm not the one gambling. I'm not the one playing. That's all for you to decide. So I'm going to go ahead and start the prediction and drink some tea while you all gamble on which team will win Dragonshire. Oh, yes. In Cope we trust. All right. 5 shots of Copium. Got some believers over there. Okay, that all looks good. Let's go ahead and introduce these teams. On the left-hand side, we got the members of Diamond Hands. We're going to be seeing Maka on the Genji, Caesar Salad to play the Muradin, Hebi to Hoot on the Brightwing, Notori to play the Dahaka, and I'm blanking on who's on the Zagara. But Nano over here on the right-hand side will be for 5 shots of Copium. We've got on the Chromie, DK on the Diablo, got an Ana player. I think it's Gafflo on the Sergeant Hammer, and Blaze to be played by who? I forget. Oh, Yeah Boy on the Zagara, by the way. Stormbolt, Bile Drop, Polymorph, good damage, no kill. Alright. Shrike mode for the Ana, giving the piercing dart value right there. Zagara already getting some creep out. There's going to be Maka soaking up the mid lane here. Caesar Salad does have block stacks at level 1. I'm just going to slow down the rotation with that Thunderclap. And Maka just going to poke out at the Chromie as well. He should be fine. Swift Strike out. Hebi going to get hit with the Biotic Grenade, which is a great answer to the Brightwing. You can deny healing 100% with the Biotic Grenade, so it could be a good way of shutting down the huge heals that do come through Brightwing. We'll see what happens with that one. Take control of the shrine. Kind of like the Zag, but it's going to be big execution. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the Zagara, but we'll see. We'll absolutely see. I definitely can be proven wrong on that one. DK does check the camp with a Fire Stomp on the far side of the Moonshine. Caesar Salad is going to invade the camp over here on the right-hand side with Maka. How risky actually will this be? We've got one Siege Giant already at 50%. No check onto the camp just yet. There's no... Ooh, here comes Ana. Ana's going to see it in passing. We'll step back into the bush. Caesar Salad might anchor forward inside bush. Sleep Dart does come out. And I don't think this camp can be saved. Sergeant Hammer will be able to get some damage over the wall. That's going to be Swift Strike from Maka to make sure he backs away. Caesar Salad hit in the face by a Jet Propulsion. Overpower from the Diablo. Caesar Salad doesn't have the Dwarf Toss, doesn't have any way out, and First Blood goes over to the side of 5 shots of Copium, but Maka gets the Dragonite. So Muradin may fall, but the Dragonite will be summoned here in 2 minutes into the game. Can't really check the scaling on it, but it looks like the lanes are doing okay for the side of Diamond Hands. We haven't looked at top lane in a long time, but it looks like the Dahaka Blaze are just kind of having a nice back and forth. Blaze, actually, I'm looking at his health bar. He's around 50%. He's healing up a little bit from some of those flames as the Dragonite gets into top lane, and Casper will take a little bit of damage. And Tori's still pushing up on the Dahaka. Okay, Dragonite at 50-some%, 10 seconds left on that, so the Sergeant Hammer will start sieging through bottom lane. She is going to go for the Self-Cleanse at level 4. No Regenerative Biosteel, which I believe is the level 4 talent typically taken. Casper low, not a lot of mana. Drag will not connect. Maka can definitely secure this kill. 40 armor. Casper's going to try and play around the fort. I like what Maka did. He went out of range, so he's not taking shots while Casper had the 50 armor or whatever. And that is going to be the Blaze going down. 1-for-1 in kills thus far into the game, but late game experience is adding up a bit here for the side of Diamond Hands. Will we see the Bile Drop from the Zagara? Nano getting pinged here. I'm not sure who's exactly pinging that. Either way, Nintori, while the Blaze was out, is going to be able to take down the fort further through top lane. Bottom lane will have the camp to be grabbed. We do have that Bile Drop questing talent for Zagara. Skullcracker Murden. God, that is such a rewarding talent, to be honest. Deliberating Darts is being highlighted. Okay. Lose the fight, but win objective in camp. Yeah, I still think Diamond Hands is definitely in the driver's seat of this map right now. Those darts do deliberate. Yes. They deliberate. Yes. Deliberating darts. They're just so unsure of what they do. We sleep? Are we sure we want to sleep? Let's talk about this a little bit more. Zagara to grab camp for the top lane. We do have the Genji rotating up there as well. Blaze gonna play it safe in the top as well. He'll back away. Brightwing's up there as well. I'm just looking at mini-maps since... There we go. Since there's not really much happening elsewhere. That's gonna be Casper getting poked up by Genji, but Nintori is taking damage. Good burrow drag combo. Casper gonna get out of there just fine. Pops the Pyromania once again. 40 armor. Camp pushing up in the top lane. We have Ana on the point for bottom. Sunshrine will be for the side of Diamond Hands via Brightwing. And first structure shall fall from said top lane. Sergeant Hammer, Diablo, and crew are looking for an angle here onto Yaboy, who actually does tap the well. So Yaboy, he's pre-tapping well. That means that they want to fight here. Caesar Salad's in the flank, and Nano does scout that out. Dahaka brush stalks in. Hammer is going to take a Stormbolt to the face. Skullcracker isn't even necessary right there. Good Swift Strike from the Genji. Deflect coming out as well. Polymorph, and that is Ana to go down. Nintori on the point for the bottom lane. Will anyone quickly make a rotation into mid? Dahaka, I don't know what he took at level 1. I don't know if he's enhanced agility or if it's just going to be tissue regeneration. I didn't check that one. Blaze not getting the counter channel on top, and that is going to be Maka once again on the Dragonite. Genji's been played a lot in this tournament for sure, but we're also on super low ping, so it makes sense. Genji and Tracers make a lot of sense here on the super low ping that you have at the next level game Miami Esports Center. From my understanding, it's anywhere from 10 to 30 ping, roughly, somewhere in that pocket. Dragonite will push in through mid. That's a drag from Dahaka, polymorph onto somebody. Actually, that was an isolation onto the Chromie. Kick from the Dragonite from mid, pushes Blaze down there. Devouring Mon to DK. Feels more of like a disengage tool than anything else as the Dragonite kind of wanders around mid lane. 21% left on that. Think he's just kind of waiting for the rest of the team to rotate in. Gonna get some flame breaths out on top of the Sergeant Hammer. Now look at Dahaka on our minimap. He's kind of I thought he was looking for a flank position onto the Hammer and the Ana backline, but no, it's just going to be soaking the lanes. The Dragonite expires, and that'll be all she wrote. 3-1 in kills, 11-10 in the levels. About 11-11 if we're rounding up. And this is still Diamond Hands in the driver's seat of map number 2, Dragonshire. Things are looking A-okay for the NA crew. After seeing the town's pick, I want to change my vote to Diamond Hands. Sorry, Fish. Sorry, bud. Only tier 4s can change their votes. More Bile Drop from the Zagara. 15 shurikens for the Genji. It's a little surprising how low he is, but well, Swift Strike has been fairly effective, and I think a lot of minion waves have been kind of getting in the way of some of those shuriken values. Now, in the top lane, thank you. Oh, man, I nailed that timing right there. Isolation, Polymorph, DK not dragged by Dahaka. If that was the elongated tongue, maybe. Just maybe. Actually, no, I think elongated tongue would have gotten that drag, but it doesn't matter. Tissue regeneration done for the Dahaka. He does have the one who collects at level 4 as well. X-Strike Genji. Napalms. Oh, Blaze. Okay, he's fine. I have felt this a lot before. What talent don't you like seeing here, Fish? What talent don't you like seeing? Some spider mines in the bush right there from the Sergeant Hammer. She's going to get dragged right by the keep area, or the fort area, extract from the Genji, and that's once again a kill onto the members of 5 Shots of Copium. Murden has that Bronzebeard Rage. You can kind of see that glow around him. Hammer 4. We actually saw, we saw this Hammer level 4 yesterday as well when there was a Sergeant Hammer game. I don't remember if it won or lost, to be honest. I don't remember that part. But we did see this. We did see this level 4 for the self-cleansing factor, but it doesn't seem... This self-cleansing factor is not working out right now for the Hammer player.
The fire comes for you.
Dragonite. Isolation doesn't connect onto the Blaze, but Murden comes in. Does he have heavy impact? No, it was just his landing. I thought he had like a heavy impact for some reason, but I was like, no, I even noted the Skullcracker earlier. Doesn't matter. Zagara Banelings do come out. Dragonite, once again, Genji. 3rd Dragonite in a row for Diamond Hands. Stormbolt onto the butt of Simply, but that's going to be Diablo out just fine. Thank you for not having 10-minute ads for the casual HOTS viewer. Oh, Kelly, I'm here for the community, my friend. The only time I run ads is when we're out of game when nothing's happening. That way you don't get ads in the middle of the game, because why would you watch ads in the middle of a game? Ew. I would legitimately feel awful. But this is also the Midwest in me. But I would feel awful if someone was like, oh, I'm in the middle, like you're in the middle of a cast and I just got like a block of ads. I'm like, oh, well, that's poo-poo. Also, all my VODs are always available. You can literally go back through the VOD right now. I never paywall any of my content, so you're welcome to check out any of the VODs. I also have a YouTube, !YouTube in chat. These VODs will be slowly but surely going up starting on Tuesday or Wednesday. I have to double check what my schedule looks like for my YouTube uploads, but I'm going to start putting these up later today, tomorrow. And I always, by the way, my YouTube channel, if you want to subscribe, I only upload 1 video a day, so you won't get like a super amount of videos. You won't get like a slew of videos in your feed if that is an issue, but I only upload 1 video a day, so I hope you at least follow the YouTube channel as well as the Twitch channel if you have not already. So, Murden, jumping around. We got 16 talent tier 4 the side of Diamond Hands. Diamond Hands, to make a joke here, they're holding steady. They're holding real good right now. It's almost like they're a bunch of large primates, and they're holding on to their lead very well against the side of 5 Shots of Copium. Thank you, Ninja, for the shoutouts. Ooh, Dr. Big, I'm sorry to hear that. I unfortunately will not be doing coverage all day today. If you're maybe coming to the stream later or anything like that, I will cover as many games as I possibly can when my family does arrive for vacation to visit me, and they're bringing pizza. I will be casting all the games tomorrow. There's 3 matches tomorrow. There's 2 best-of-5s and a best-of-7 grand finals. I will do all of those games tomorrow, but today I do want to see my family because I have not seen them since December of last year. So Yeah. I'm excited to see them a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Bahamut's gonna snap the end of the stream when the pizza shows. No. I was thinking about this. Regardless of like the duration, we'll look at the time when we get closer to when my parents are supposed to like arrive. But I won't leave during the middle of a series. I will not start casting a series and stop midway through. As I said with the ads, I would feel so bad if someone was like, "Oh, I'm enjoying the series. Like, where's the end?" It's like, "Oh no, Bahamut had to go eat pizza." These Zagara stacks are mega sus though. She just got 6. I personally, like, we've had this conversation in chat, and you can agree, disagree. It's all personal. I think Zagara's level 7. It's such a hard talent to stack because, especially at this level, so like it's such a. There's such a big wind-up for there's a circle in the ground, there's the bile drop, it's a very long animation and, like, channel time, I guess you could kind of, like, correlate it to it. I know it's not a channel time, but there's a long animation time for it, so players at this level should be able to sidestep it. So this isn't crazy for me. Like, Zagara's halfway through the talent. Now, the Shuriken stacks, I'm a little surprised by it. That one, the Shuriken stacks at level 4, I am quite surprised by, personally. That one, I am a little surprised by, but the Zagara stacks, I argued with Cattle about this on release of the rework, and he basically just said, "I'm not good, LOL, can't disagree." All right, Dragon Knight available once again for the side of Diamond Hams. Zagara is still pushing up bottom. Like, if Zagara went into the auto attack at level 4 and had like 20 stacks right now, then I'd be like, oh yeah, like, let's flame the Zagara player, because I'm sure, yeah, boy is a good human and can take the joke. But no, like, I think these bile drop stacks are absolutely fine personally. Anyways, my point aside, Caesar Salad is going to be dead for the next 55 seconds. Diamond Hand's actually starting to waffle a little bit here. They're starting to look not as hardened as the early game was looking for them. A little bit of a weird interaction. Not interaction, weird team fight there, I'll be honest. Top. All right. I was just staring at the minimap and I was watching Genji chase down the Blaze, and I was watching Blaze's health bar slowly whittle down. I'm like, does he get the kill? Does he go over the gate? Can we see it? You do with a waffle right now? Oh, dude. You know what I really want? Oh god, French toast. Sorry, my brain went to Belgian waffles, which are very good as well. But I want French toast. Oh. Ooh, French toast is good. Also, waffles are pretty easy to make. Granted, if you have the batter and stuff to do it. Mako, once again, in the bottom lane for the channel. Okay. Dahaka, I think does he know there's a time trap there? Well, he's about to find out. No? Chromie! Are you sleeping? Pizza, ham, waffles, is this a hot stream or a food stream? I mean, Kayla's, you know the motif of this channel 90% of the time. Food. Food and off topic. Stormbolt, Polymorph. No kill though. Nano's A-okay right now. Dragonite moves in bottom lane. Sorry, I couldn't see the Zagara model on the map was kind of overlapping with it. Chromie to be kicked away right there. Dragonite steps in. This will be Sergeant Hammer moving around here in the Hover Siege. That will be a Dwarf Toss out. Heavy's going to get the Blink Heal over to Muradin. That will be the Avatar popped. Double Temporal Loop from the level 20 from Chromie, as that is going to be Caesar Salad having to Dwarf Toss away. I think he might have popped the Rewind just to get out of there safely. DK is going to get hit with the Devouring Maw, and the keep will fall. Dragonite sitting around 38%, 29 seconds left. We might see like a Flame Breath in mid or something, and then a back off. A kick onto Nano. Okay. So, this might be wrong to do, but in the games that I play Dragonshire, I will sometimes kick an enemy hero, not to displace them, but to literally get the Dragonite closer to a structure, because obviously the run is faster than the walk. So I was wondering if Nintori was using the kick onto Chromie to once again close the gap towards the keep, but then he just backed off immediately. So maybe it was just kind of one of those, like, considerations or something. You never noticed the age of the Dragon Knight HP does, and the hero riding, is that for Observer only? I do believe so. I do believe that is a Aliob's edition. I think it is. I'm not 100% because I'm blanking on my own Dragonshire games. Okay, invade onto the camp over here from the side of Diamond Hands. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I thought there was an invade onto the camp, but no, not the case. Is the Observer tabbed out? No, it's still smooth, sorry. It looked like it's a little stuttery for a second, but no big deal. Siege Giants in bottom lane are getting damage onto the fort. Murid and Zagara to go take care of that one really quickly. 4-2 in kills, and 17, 18 minutes into Dragonshire. We've got a win condition set for Diamond Hands, but they've just got to find a good team fight to take the series, or take the map. This is a best of 5 in the lower bracket. Loser goes home, winner continues on through the lower bracket. Dahaka with the invisible friends from Chromies, or from the Brightwing level 20. Gaflo getting low here, pops the unstoppable, gets the zooms out. Dragonite available here in 25 seconds. Maka still chasing in with some shurikens. It always shows the HP part, but not the hero. Yeah, I know that there was like some addition that Aliob's added, and I honestly I couldn't remember what it is, because... Oh, good. Oh, that was beautifully played. Is that a nano lightning breath? Because god dang did those health bars disintegrate. It might have been a nano chromie. I couldn't see the models because we were so far zoomed out. That's gigantic for the side of 5 shots of copium. It's coping time, baby. Drag. Yeah, boy might get a kill here. Yeah, boy might get a kill here. That's pretty good for the side of Diamond Hams.
Red team has destroyed.
Nano. Isn't that what, oh god. Isn't that what Robin Williams said in the, Mork and Mindy? I just took someone down Nostalgia Avenue. They're looking for Dragonite here. Who are they gonna put inside of it? By the way, top lane has a catapult. Dahaka brush talks in the bottom, so this is moot. Nice. Notorious Contagion, so no Apex Predator for the cooldown reduction. Still a massive wave in top lane. Huge wave in top lane. Oh, it's Nanu. You're right. Not Nano. You're right. Burden, Dwarf tossing in, Stormbolt going through, Smelling Salt value, there's going to be the Unstoppable, DK still trying to back away, Smelling Salt being thrown out here and there, Hellgate forward, Temporal Loop on to Caesar Salad, he's going to have the double Temporal Loop, Dwarf tosses away, gets some physical armor. 11 stacks, by the way, for the Zagara, out of 12, and Dahaka gets top. Is this another Dragonite to Diamond Hands? Not with the positioning through mid. Not with 5 members in mid here. Spider-Mind's in the bush, scouting out Muradin. Genji. Blaze is missing on map. I'm looking at the mini-map, and he's floating around. Actually, Blaze might have walked by some Zagara creep, so there might be actually vision on this invade onto the camp, and I think absolutely there is. But they realize, like DK is like, we can't go for the camp. We can check it, but we cannot even invade this, because the moment we try and grab the camp, we'll be split. They either go Dragonite, or they're able to find a kill. Now, this is the opposite. This is going to be Nintori getting chased. Essence was not even popped on Nintori. It feels a little bit late. There's the... Youch. I think Nintori was trying to play around the Biotic Grenade, but it just did not work out. You saw that healing over time adding up, but then immediately that bar disappears from the Biotic Grenade of Ana. As we have Caesar Salad, Dwarf tossing out, gets the invisible friends from Brightwing. Swift strike out from Maka. Huge, by the way, bottom lane, huge wave. Huge wave in bottom right now. Kata's on core, 3 of them, 21 minutes in. Those things chonk. Siege Giant's coming up as well. And I think there's enough delay right now for Dahaka to respawn between everything on the map and pressure being applied here and there. 10% off the core right now. All Alright, time trap onto the Dragonite area. Gafflo to grab the Siege Giant camp on the right side of our map. Genji on the bottom. He does check the bush with some shurikens. Backs away immediately. Camp in top is pushing out. Caesar Salad finds a Stormbolt onto DK. Good damage out from Chromie. Temporal Loop is there. Avatar will be popped immediately. There's going to be Devouring Maw to try and save Caesar Salad, but it doesn't work out. Heavy gets the Blink heal in, but it won't be enough to keep Caesar Salad alive. No Flex. Unfortunately, no. But maybe. Maybe this is the map to start that out. Or we're gonna have a CCL Grand Finals ending with Winions. Is Ana? No, okay. I thought I heard Ana's auto attack speed like increasing. I was like, is she dynamic optics? No, she's not. She's the nano infusion. So it's also, I think it's like healing off of the damage you deal. And I don't know if it increases anything else. I can't check the talents. I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head. I know it's definitely, I think you get, I'm pretty sure you get healing off of the damage you deal while nanoed, which is great for Diablo, honestly. You can just sit there and Lightning Breath, because it is spell power. It's actually really, really terrifying how much damage that nanoed Lightning Breath can do. But probably, well, I expect to see it on like Chromie or something like that. Okay, Maka looking to grab this Moon Shrine in the bottom. He'll get it to 50% for sure. And he'll avoid the Chromie damage. Agility over the wall, 50 spell armor. Dahaka grabs a camp for the top lane. I like what Nintori's doing. He's constantly invading this camp over here and constantly pushing up this top wave. Even though Death Bridge is not something we often consider a win condition, it is still pressure on the map, and it is still a structure that can be taken down. If that top lane keep does go down, that means that there's consistent catapult pressure coming through top lane with no periodic catapult pressure to match from the opposing side as the top lane fort is still up. And so this is actually advantageous for Dahaka to push when so many people are in bottom lane. Look at Caesar Salad. Look at Caesar Salad. Casper's going to try and Hearth here. Caesar Salad interrupts. He Dwarf Tosses far away so that way Chromie can't target him. Nintori and Maka are trying to end? They're just stopping the backs. They're just stopping the backs. That's all they're doing. I didn't even see the Genji going. That's Murden getting very low. He's going to get his phase shift in from Brightwing. That's the core dropping rapidly. We have Blaze back to defend. The keep has already fallen in top lane. Nintori going to get the phase shift from Brightwing. There's no Ana around to deny that healing. And Maka and friends, they will be able to take the core here on Dragonshire. A very decisive end from Diamond Hands. Nice. Kudos to Diamond Hands on that call, man. That was a really good call from Diamond Hands. I want a victory if Hebi wins anything today, I want a victory photo of Hebi with two hams in his hands. Like two of those like Renaissance Festival hams. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I need. HGC is back. No, it's not. Don't say that. Microsoft's gonna put money into the games. Just stop. Just stop. Just enjoy the games. You don't gotta compare everything to HCC. Stop it. Let it be its own thing. Alrighty. Let's pay out the people. Which team wins Dragonshire? Diamond Hams. I fixed their team name. Pay Papa his pay Papa his points. Oh Jesus. Okay. I feel like every day I get closer and closer to the feeling of Princess Mononoke. All right. Steamed hams. You know what? You know what I think we need, everybody? I think we need some... Chat today has been less invigorated than I've seen them in the past, and I know that there's a little bit of a break as we're getting ready for the next map. So I think I need to invigorate chat right now. I think chat, a few of you are kind of still waking up. I think a lot of you drank too much yesterday, so let's get you all woken up with some... Let's get you all woken up here, all right? I think a lot of you are kind of lethargic, moving slow. So let's go ahead and let's hang out. Hot drinks. Oh!
Coffee, decaf, tea, and hot chocolate. Those are the hot drinks that you serve, so get set. Hot cups come in two sizes. Small and large to fill as the need arises. Coffee's holding time is 30 minutes, that's so long. It can stay there before it starts to taste too strong.
Hot, hot.
Careful when you pour it. Hold it steady upon the counter, let it sit. Pour it in until the coffee reaches the line. Pop a top on it, gets a lid every time. Wendy's coffee tastes so fine.
Hot drinks really get you going.
Warms you up when you feel you're slowing. Wendy's, we always serve it right away. And a smile and have a nice day. Next is the caffeine brew, it's just like coffee. Use the orange pot, it makes it easier to see.
I'm also waiting for next month.
Packets in your store. Put it in a small cup and furthermore. Add hot water up to the line and stir it in. Put a lid on and serve it on a tray again. Get a small
Oh my god, that J dance!
for hot tea. Fill with hot water, it's easy as can be. Put the lid on and set the tea bag on the top. If they want lemon, it's very nice.
Don't think twice, give the guests a juicy slice!
Hot drinks really get you going. Warms you up when you feel you're slowing. Wendy's, we always serve it right away. And smile and have a nice day. Grab a small cup when you're making hot cocoa. Pour the packet and then you add your H2O. Use a clean spoon and stir it till it's all mixed up. Toss the spoon out and put the lid on the cup. Things are really looking up. Hot drinks really get you going. Warms you up when you feel you're slowing. Wendy's, we always serve it right away. And a smile and have a nice day. Nice day.
Ow! Alright.
I did something today!
Why did the coffee file a police report?
I don't know.
It got mugged.
Alright, are you guys ready while we're waiting for more? Are you ready? I gotta be honest, this is a very special song. It is a very special place in my heart, and I am honored to share it with all of you.
before you know the words, join in too. Don't you wanna clap? Take you through funky rap. Donkey Hop. Donkey Hop.
Everybody loves when one-winged Kong.
Know the words, join in too. Don't you wanna clap? Take you through funky rap.
All right, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. All right, there we go. All right, back to the Heroes of Storm music, and we are just going to chill out here waiting for our next matchup, or the next map in this best of 5 series. So, yeah. I guess I might as well run to the bathroom at this time, so I'll be right back as well. I'm going to go stretch my legs, run to the bathroom, and hopefully when I come back, we will have a map. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. And if you do go somewhere, you will upset Bandit. You know that. I know that. We all know that. BRB, really fast. All right. What is Bandit thinking about? I wonder. Probably thinking about. Probably hoping that it's time for the stream to be over because then he usually gets food. That's probably what he's thinking about. All right, we're right around the corner from the next match, so I can just delete that, and we'll get into our next game in just a moment here, it sounds like.
Towers of Doom.
Alrighty, Towers of Doom. Let's go ahead and jump on into the draft, everybody. Let's get into it. Let's find out what's going to happen here. Welcome back into the Heroes International. On the left-hand side, you have Diamond Hands. On the right, it is going to be the members of 5 Shots of Kopi, and this is a lower bracket matchup, meaning that the loser will be going home, and the winner will continue in through the lower bracket. So let's find out, will the members of 5 Shots of Kopi be able to rally here, or will this be a quick 3-0 from the side of Diamond Hands here in the lower bracket? Hey, Rob Dog. Good morning, bud. Things are going all right. I wish I got a little more sleep last night, but I'm doing okay. Hope you're well, bud. Thanks for coming by. Hope everyone is having a fantastically fun day. Excuse me. Once again, Maka will have his Sylvanas band out against him. Makes sense after the showing he had on map number 1. What are we going to get here for Towers of Doom, though, ban-wise, from the side of Diamond Hands? What's the flavor? They really don't want that Sergeant Hammer again. They really don't want to deal with that Sergeant Hammer, and can you really blame them? I mean, that was really annoying, and they kind of had to backdoor just to win that last game. Alright, T is done for the day. We're on to water. What do we have here? So, Sylvanas and what? Luther. Alright, not too bad. Trying to think. After the last game, I wonder if they actually consider the Chromie. Nano's Chromie was kind of annoying to deal with. They could ban out the Diablo as well. DK has been playing a ton of Diablo throughout these games, so we could see a Diablo ban. Take off my shirt, actually. It's a little warm. Pop that top. I think, like, Diablo or Chromie wouldn't be a bad ban whatsoever. But, yeah. Not surprised. Joanna will be taken away as Doesn't seem like they want to play against a Joanna in this Towers of Doom matchup. Okay. Worked out this morning, almost done with the major assignment for the weekend. What's the major assignment for the weekend? Hogger first pick, so we are going to be seeing the priority onto the Knoll. Oh, Brightwing's available, Stukov's available. There's like, the world is Heby's oyster when it comes to potential tanks, or excuse me, potential healers. When it comes to tanks, you still have pretty much everything but Joanna Uther viability. Diablo could be the call. It's going to be Brightwing and Hanzo. I do like this quite a bit. The Hanzo, very flexible with almost any tank playstyle. You could go Murden, you can go Diablo. There's some good synergy there. Garrosh is great as well. We could even see Mei, but I kind of doubt it. Mei is, in my opinion, lackluster. I'm not the biggest fan of Mei tanks, personally, but either way, Hogger first picked over here. The Brightwing is gone. Is this another Diablo for DK? DK has been playing a lot of Diablo in these games. Will the main tank player change things up? It is going to be the Murden. There's the Chromie as well. That is the Chromie that has been doing pretty good, just unfortunately not good enough to take a win for the team. Some data science crap? That sounds boring. DK is also known as a Joanna main, so more surprised he hasn't pulled her out more. Ah, that's why it's consistently banned out against him. Got it. Because I was like, Caesar Salad plays a lot of Joanna, and he loves it, but it's they didn't have first pick for this game, meaning that the side of Diamond Hands chose the map, and first pick went over to the side of 5 Shots of Copium. We get into our second ban phase. The members of Diamond Hands, they do need a main tank. So some sort of main tank ban wouldn't be bad at all. And there's going to be the Diablo ban, as Murden was already grabbed for the side of 5 Shots of Copium. What are we going to see here for Caesar Salad? There's no Murden, there's no Murden, there's no Uther, there's no Joanna, there's no Diablo. That leaves a few tanks available. Still Mei, of course, Garrosh, Arthas if they want to try and go Arthas. They could vary in if they want to try and do that with a taunt variant composition. It is single target blow-up's always good. Nubarak is always exceptionally great on maps like this to be able to create beetles, which also harass around the objective area, and you will be seeing siege potential from that. But the Shimada Bros are here, Brightwing and Nubarak. On the opposing side, Hogger, Murden, Chromie. They need a healer and they need some extra damage. I'd like something with a little more CC. That's okay-ish. Okay, alright, so Hypercarry Chromie. A lot of eggs in that Chromie basket. Oh, I didn't even see the Anaban, actually. It completely skipped over my... whoosh. Lucio still going over to the side of 5 Shots of Copium. We'll get this last pick. What do they need? They need a strong soul laner up against the Urel. What do they grab? Is Dahaka available? They could Dahaka this easily. Blaze. All right. Which team wins Towers of Doom? Get your gambles in. You got 2 minutes, so ladies and gentlemen. Get your gambles in. Oh, Malthea wouldn't have been a bad pickup either. I was thinking about the double soak factor between mid-top, and Dahaka is always good for that because of the enhanced agility. But either way, you've got 2 minutes to get your gambles in. Will Diamond Hands 3-0 or do 5 Shots of Copium take us to a map number 4? Get your gambles in. Alrighty. Diamond Hands and 5 Shots of Copium. Hold on, is there a gap there? It's bothering me. No, there isn't. Alright, cool. So judgy? What? So judgy about what? I don't know what you're talking about. How you doing, Mr. I'm Stuck? On the left-hand side, we got Diamond Hands. We got Yeah Boy on the Hanzo, Nintori to play the Blaze, Caesar Salad on the Anubarak, Maka on the Genji, and Heavy to Hoot on the Brightwing. On the side of 5 Shots of Copium,
10 seconds.
we're gonna have Vi on the Lucio, Gaflo on the Hogger, Simply DK on the Muradin, Casper on the Joanna, or the Urel, and Nano on the Chromie once again. First engagement through mid lane. No scatter stacks for Hanzo off that. Chromie gonna go deep breathing. Anubarak will go W build, it looks like. Or at least at level 1, so he's gonna have the extra spell armor when he presses W. That is gonna be a lot of damage. Phase shift in. Oh! First blood over to the side of 5 shots of Copium coming out with an aggressive kill into the Hanzo. Wow. There's some Copium in chat for 5 shots of Copium. Hey, we'll see if they can do it. I'm not doubting myself, but who knows? I mean, it's 2-0 right now. We'll have to see how things play out here in Towers of Doom. It's anyone's map. It's one of my favorite maps to cast as well. The smoothness of the game just randomly, like, the quality of the game, like, the clean feed just, like, randomly upgraded very quickly, and it was like, holy crap, everything is super nice and smooth. DK is going to take a bit of damage. Dwarf tosses out. No big deal on that one. Lucio in the bush, checks the camp and see if anyone's there. Sees Giselle getting poked up by the Lucio, so they know that they're floating around. Genji, Brightwing to rotate top lane, and Tori is going to start working on this camp. I think Brightwing showed in lane when she passed through the minions, and actually she might start phase shifting or at least floating her way down towards mid or bottom. Hogger is getting some siege through the mid lane, and Nubarak putting pressure onto the Muradin through that bottom, I think it was. Uriel going to get the Avenging Wrath out. 1, 2, 3 sappers do go in. The gate and sidewall do go down. A little more scatter stacks for yeah boy on that Hanzo. Invade onto the camp over here on the left-hand side. Maka gonna jump in as well. Staggering Glow not connecting, and Pale from Anubarak does hit one, but not enough to follow up for a kill. Quality of the game, quality of my game is stuttering. Suddenly downgraded this week. Sats has been stuttering quite a bit. Really? Interesting. Hey, man, they got rid of that load-bearing PNG when they changed the splash screen for Here's the Storm. Broke a bunch of stuff, apparently. Oh, Maka almost walking into the third blast right there, but 9 stacks for the Chromie on her deep breathing level 1. I believe that's out of 20, if I'm not mistaken. We have a little experience lead over to the side of 5 shots of Copium. About a half a level, might be just waves that need to be picked up by the Genji through mid, as we have 18 seconds on our first objective phase, and it looks like it's going to be about a half a level or so, maybe a little bit less, a third, a quarter, however you want to break that down, but still a level lead or an experience lead to the side of 5 shots of Copium with their kill, with their rotations. And now triple altar phase coming up. Yeah, boy, very low phase shift comes through from the Brightwing, and Lucio cannot thirst for the kill. Impale from the Anubarak connects onto the Hogger. Genji poking out onto DK. Chromie not able to get the channel in time as Maka goes through with the Swift Strike. Caesar Salad doubles back, pops the Nerubian armor as well. And Blaze and Uriel will kind of slow each other down within the rotation just above. Blaze actually is going to double back, and he's just going to go for mid lane soak. I think they're looking to grab that 7 talent here. Also get that little extra experience now. The Lucio gets the channel, and as long as Genji doesn't die here, well, they do trade, so there's that at least. I was going to say, as long as Genji doesn't die, it's kind of okay, but they trade Muradin for Genji. Some experience shifted back and forth between the two teams, but either way, it's going to be Blaze Uriel still doing double soaking with the priority through bottom lane. Okay. I'm just waiting patiently here to see what the aggression levels look like. God, I gotta be honest, I've started playing a lot more Boombox Lucio, and using the Boombox as like a ward or like a vision tool, if you will, in bushes and stuff, like you just saw Lucio do right there. I've been trying to do that in my own games, and it's been really, really useful. It's just actively trying to make that like a new thing, like in my repertoire of Lucio play. It's been useful. It's been like I've checked a lot of bushes with Boombox, and I think it's such a good tool for that because it doesn't have a duration on it. It has a 20-second cooldown with no duration and a health bar. So you could technically have a Boombox in a bush perpetually or at infinite. Heavy is gonna... Wow, I can't believe Heavy didn't get taken out there. 1v3. Heavy best Brightwing in the world? I mean, that's what we're proving here, is who's the best on what. Genji needs one shot. Ah, there you go. Overwatch takes down Overwatch. Genji clearing up this fight. Boss laughing. That means we're 5 minutes in. Double altar phase coming up mid-bottom position. The assumption is that Diamond Hand should get all 8 shots. Assumption. Hanzo done with his stacks. Genji nearly halfway through. 17 on the Chromie. DK might... No, there's no way DK gets this. Nubrak, by the way, is W at 4, so he's got the zooms, if you will. He's basically got mount speed. Surprised he went for the... Is that Under King? Because I think Subterranean Shields is at level 4, if I'm not mistaken. And I think Under King is level 7, which is the distance that you can go. Oh, no, Subterranean Shields, I think... Unless he pressed W right there. That's the other way around. God dang it. God dang it, Bobby. I blame, I don't know, I'll blame Beckwin, why not? It's Beckwin's fault. 10 apiece in the levels, the fight breaks out, the pretzels through the enemy team, and it looks like this is just going to be all she wrote when it comes to... Oh, no, the objective phase still going. I thought the channel was going to be there. That's going to be a temporal loop, a shockwave from Hogger. Maka getting very low, has to get the cyber agility out. Some scatters spreading around from Yeah Boy, and I don't know if the members of Diamond Hands can hold out for this engagement. Caesar Salad, he throws out the Impale, does get one delay onto Casper. And Tori does tap well. Yeah Boy looking like he tapped well as well. That is going to be another interrupt onto Caster. Maka coming through. There's going to be some deflect. Phase shift in from Heavy. That's going to be some good stunning onto Heavy. Heavy trying to back away. Gets the blink heal down to Nintori below the engagement. Genji, he doesn't have well. It looks like he's also very low on mana, but that's going to be a lot of damage onto this Hogger, who's going to get a really good bounce out right there. Muradin able to back away. No kills, but a lot of red bars low here. Chromie getting low. Jet Propulsion coming in. That's going to be some high fives from the Lucio to cleanse out the allies. Shuriken's done by the Genji and Heavy. 8 more shots into the enemy core. Or I guess 4 more shots. Excuse me. 8 total, I think. All right. So. Casper to clear wave just below the Blaze. Nintori will get scouted out. And I don't know if Nintori knows. Throws out the... So he does know now for sure. I think he had the intuition since literally Yrel was below him clearing. Genji shows in the rotation. Nubrak's right there. So Nintori gets this for free, uncontested. Solid brawl. What's up, Stefan? How you doing, bud? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday or Sunday, depending on your region. I'm pretty sure my Australian friends are surely on Sunday already. Yeah, boy, low. Yeah, boy, low. Cocoon to save the moment. Blink heal coming in as well. X strike out. Gaflo so very low. Pops the shockwave. Is there enough to chase the distance? Can he close it? No, Maka doesn't go in. Muradin, Dwarf Toss. That's an Impale. Burrow Charge. Pretzels. And the Dragon Strike is going to kind of split the enemy back. Muradin does go down. Sapper Camp in bottom lane should be cleared out before it gets the rush in. We do have explosive arrows from Hanzo level 4, and we also have beetles from the Beetleborg and Uberak. Single ultra phase should be 4 shots favoring the side of Diamond Hands. 5 seconds on Muradin though, actually, so never mind. Let me take that statement back. I did not look at Muradin's death timer, so this should be fully contested. We're 9 minutes in, so we don't have any potential for the teleportation to the center of the map, nor do we have the upgrade on the structures from fort to keeps. It's a simultaneous thing. As Yrel is rotating out of the top lane, she just pushes up a wave to the gate. Hogger and Chromie putting some pressure on Nintori. He's forced to get the jet propulsion out. Casper gets a righteous hammer into the wall. No channel yet from the side of 5 shots of Copium. Brightwing Blaze coming into this. Blaze has got some healing over time. Looks like he did tap the well. We've got the Dragon Strike available for Hanzo if he can find the angle. The only heroic that's on cooldown is Avatar for the next 4 seconds. Genji, he's in a backline position. Gonna pressure DK a little bit. Some shurikens, some scatters. Have any buildings been taken yet? No. No conversion on any bell towers. Top lane, top right bell tower is the closest to being converted, though. If you look on the mini-map. It's got about a 1/8, a 16th of HP. Good layered CC onto Genji, but it's not enough to actually get the kill onto him. A little fight breaking out around the objective phase area as Casper's trying to delay things out. Scatters coming out from Hanzo. Nintori just clearing out that boombox that does provide vision to the enemy. Maka on the back line. Jet propulsion in from Blaze, but Chromie uses the time stop. Pretzels, 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 pretzels. They're going to be stale pretzels. No kill onto Gaflo. Another little impale from Anubrak. Yeah, boy, going for the channel. He's zoning back Casper. There's a cocoon onto Murden, and that buys enough time for this channel to go through 4 more shots into the Raven Lord. By the way, for anyone that doesn't know the lore of the map, you are currently... Blue side is the Raven Lord. I actually said the wrong thing there. Blue side is the Raven Lord. Right side is the Gravekeeper. So it was 4 shots into the Gravekeeper. So it is the eternal battle between the Gravekeeper and the Raven Lord. And they actually have your structures actually correlate to your what's the word I'm looking for? Your avatar, I guess. Your avatar of the map. So like the Gravekeeper's got little little reapers on top of his. And then the Raven Lord's got little ravens. And also, if you look at the minimap, when the missiles fire, the Gravekeeper shoots out little skull missiles, and the Raven Lord shoots out little raven missiles when you look at the minimap. So, little tidbits about the map. There's so much cool lore about this map, honestly. Like, look right there on the fort in the bottom left. There's like a little raven on top of the structure. If you didn't know. Gravekeeper's better than the Raven Lord. I mean... He does have those big zaddy vibes. Temporal loop on a Caesar salad. He'll pop the W. He's trying to stay alive. Throws out the cocoon onto Chromie. Murden with like no HP. Will Genji be able to find a kill? Will he go in for the Swift Strike? Sappers go over the wall. What is that? 2 Sappers? 2 Sappers go over the wall. Bell Tower and bottom not converted. Nano Shell. Time stop to buy a moment. Still goes down to Hanzo. There's going to be the bell tower upgrade on the right side. Tunnels are now open and altar spawn in the next 12 seconds. This is going to be bottom lane bell tower converted in favor for the side of Diamond Hands, and they're looking at 6 potential shots into the enemy core, taking them down to 16 core HP. So, Lilac, to answer your question, any structures taken? Yes, 2.
The time is now, heroes.
Piercing for Yeah Boy at level 16. More bounces from those scatters. And next altar phase we'll see popping up soon. Until then, it's a 16 to 15 fight, and the members of Diamond Hands, they want something here. Hogger clearing top. Urel will show in bottom soon, so this is going to be a free mid lane push. Hogger still clearing the top, and he's not the quickest at taking down a structure. If Diamond Hands could really push in here, they could get 1 or 2 of the barrage, but they're going to play it safe. Rotate to bottom lane. Urel is a little forward into lane, and she has used a lot of her abilities. That's going to be a cocoon onto her. Sappers are here. Yeah Boy rips an arrow right on top of Urel. Impale comes through. High five from Lucio. He goes down trying to save Urel, and Urel will die. Lucio dies for her sins. Stepping just 10 feet too many into the bottom lane. Mid lane still looking good for conversion, and Genji jumps over. A little bit of spell armor. Nubrak comes in, summoning beetles. Those will tank shots for a little bit. Blaze comes in with the Jumper Potion. That's all the damage onto the Murden, who does pop the Avatar, and he is going to live! Live! Murden will live, and the barrage will begin, but now Hogger, does he get the top lane conversion? Anubrak and friends, they want to go into top to push back the Hogger as quickly as possible. There's the Raven Lord Missile 1. Murden has died. Chromie gets the conversion. 2 shots do go out, but ladies and gentlemen, this is a triple altar phase. That is Chromie going down. Oh, the Hogger, he'll live. The Hogger will live. All 3 bell towers are necessary, but here's the factor. Here's the X factor, ladies and gentlemen. If the members of Diamond Hands get 2 bell towers, 2 channels, and then boss, they win. So there's a couple win conditions here for the side of Diamond Hands. 11 to 2 in kills. Diamond Hands could be knocking out the first EU team from Heroes International. Arrow from Hanzo keeps Urel. Oh, they just need this one. Genji went into bottom. Genji went into bottom. Phase shift in from Brightwing. Nintori's going for the channel. It's all zoning game right now. Casper can't get the interrupt. And ladies and gentlemen, another 3-0 series here at the Heroes International, and it is going to be the members of Diamond Hands knocking 5 shots of copium out of the tournament. GG. Well played. Sha-na-na-na-na. Sha-na-na-na-na.